Okay, and we are doing Factorio things again. Surprisingly enough, this is episode 24 of the Being on a Ribbon doing the 248k mod, 10 times tick multiplier, stuff like that. And I'm in the middle of, completing this asset build that we started last time. Solving the silos queue in the worst possible way. You'll be surprised to know that the fluid wagons ended up with exactly the same treatment, and they all got done. Also, the taker's blinking, so let's go and investigate that quickly before we start to make acid work. What are the things I wanted? I did want nuclear power, and this thing is kind of weird, isn't it? Or at least there's mod-specific stuff, which I might think about later because I want to implement some acid now. I did see that. Yeah, there's this new trains upgrade as well, which we want to get into. That's not the train one. That's not the train one either. Yeah, this gives me a new train reactor, which takes some of the nuclear fuel and a whole reactor, so that's going to be pretty expensive. But we'll probably do that, because, train stuff. Let's queue up some military techs as well, because we got military science sitting around. And yeah, that'll probably be enough for a while. We'll just tick through that, whatever. We got some acid to build. Oh yeah, because this... Give it some fuel. I think I had more fuel, didn't I? Maybe I did not. Maybe I did not have any more fuel. Okay. Yeah, the other build with the sulfuric acid, I think is done. So we're going to go full and time passed, because there's also some fuel in that station. And then we're going to, yeah, full to empty. Go and do that thing. Bring me some acid. Yeah, this... So we're going to have acid here, because this station wants acid. We're going to have the dirty water here, which is arriving from other places, getting stuck on things. And then we want to put the hydrofluoric acid, yeah, over here. Then the rest of this is... Oh yeah, that was the thing I was going to do, wasn't it? I was trying to figure out whether or not this water here, because these guys use water, and these guys produce water. And then the sulfuric acid, the acidic water, yeah, it goes around in a loop. These guys aren't really using as much acid as I thought, because we're also getting more acid back from the acidic water. So yeah, but the idea I had was I can make all of this worse by... Yeah, I don't need to worry about whether or not that entire thing is water positive or water negative, because over here, these guys are always going to be partly full and partly empty, so I can just drag a pipe down through here. And then I realized, if I find a nice little solar node, like this, these things are all symmetric, so I can have... Where am I? I'm here? I could have a solar panel like that, which is kind of, 90 degrees to all the other solar panels. But now I've got... Can I get pipe? I can't quite get pipes here, can I? Because of this power pole. But I can put pipes underground over here. So we're going to do that. We're going to have... and this is also specifically not going to be... Yeah, we are not going to pump this out of this tank at all. We're just going to let this be at equilibrium with this tank. Hello, train. Because this means that this water pipe will always also be partly full. I guess we're just going like that. Which probably means we're going there. Don't get hit by trains? Did not get hit by trains, good. Just as the train goes past, cool. Yeah. So this water pipe will be partly full, so I don't need to worry about whether this whole process is positive or negative. Because these guys are always going to get water because they're connected to a huge reservoir, and these guys are always going to be able to put water in places, because there's always headroom in that reservoir. The thing that... Yeah, then I also want... Because the thing that makes this complicated is there's like a couple of other bits that I want to staple onto this. Like these guys over here are kind of the first thing I do, or at least the first thing I want to do with this fancy acid, and we got to put quite a few of them somewhere. I guess they're going down here. I mean, let's have... Okay. Let's have bots, because I don't think I have these things. Yeah, so let's have bots bring me these things so I can at least look at ratios and things like that. Because the first thing I do want to do with, actually it's the acid over here, isn't it? So I also want to pump like this. Sure. And then bots can be doing all of this kind of stuff. So I can have the fancy acid down here. I'm going to need a stone station as well, aren't I? I think I can put the stone station here, which is in the same line as this one, which doesn't feel great. Actually, yeah, I think that's going to be the play. Especially as we have other stone stations of exactly that pattern. Not there, but kind of not here either, is it? It's going to be this much of this. In fact, almost all of this thing. Let's just take 2 builds worth of stuff. And that can go here. Yeah, sure. So we're going to get 2 belts of stone out. We'll figure out how much of these things these need. And then, yeah, because the other thing that wants to go in here, these guys, this recipe also spits out crystals. So that was the other thing I wanted to do. And the reason why this isn't all fully connected up yet is because I think I want... Do I have crystals on me? I do not. Oh, I'm getting crystals out of the here anyway, so that'll be the seed anyway. Yeah, because we want a lot of this stuff. But I also think that I want to capture this acidic water in a tank and preferentially push it into some of... Where are these? Yeah, these crystal guys over here or something. So this is gonna be a lot of tanks, and then I think this spot down here is going to have to be another one of these types of stations, because I think we're gonna have that many different items to figure out how to get in here. This way, is that? Yeah, how many of these can we be able to fit? Yeah, okay, so maybe because these guys have... Oh, I also just straight up wanted to smelt titanium here somewhere as well, didn't I? Yeah, so I want stations over here, I want titanium, I want the crystals with the crystals out of here taking precedence over these ones. Then also the iron and copper ore that kind of spill out the middle of that. So that's all a bit of a thing. Can I... Actually... Because these guys don't have... Yeah, maybe I can just do... that. And put like a tank here and pump out this way. Although it kind of doesn't matter, does it? Do I have a tank? Let's have the tank this way, yeah. So I mean, this is also... It's going to make it difficult to build more of these, but also these guys spit out this acid so quickly that I doubt that's going to be a problem anyway. But let's have pumps there and there. I don't have pumps. I'm going to need to be able to wire those things myself as well. That's going to be a bit of a shame. Anyway, we can go underground here, I guess. Sure. Okay, so this is going to... Yeah, so we're going to pump the acidic water over here, and then any surplus is going to come up here to all of this stuff. Now, can I get... And then here's this water that's also... Oh, that I also wanted to put in a tank, didn't I? Because I figured that would be a better way to stabilize. That's kind of going to be a little bit of in the way, isn't it? Here, because I want to be able to get this... Where is that water connection? The water connection is here. And actually doesn't connect to anything yet. Cool, okay. Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out how many of these things I can get. Can I... If this is here... Because I think these dudes also need water to make this stuff. And bots are, yeah, bots are busy enough. Bots are doing a bunch of things. That's fine. Yeah, can I get... Yeah, I was wondering if I can line all of these things up. In fact, give me some of these, because I don't know that I have all that many of them. And it's useful just to be able to do some of this myself. Yeah, because this thing, yeah, this one here lines that water pipe up. Yeah, like that. So there will be another one there. Okay, so let's again change our mind about that, but it's all ghosts and the bots are fine anyway. Yeah. Then yeah, this has to get back into these tanks somehow. Oh well. Yeah, this is slightly off, isn't it? Because I do like this pattern. But we're going to see if we can cram in some more of this stuff, because of course we are. That many things. Yeah, that's a bit dicey, isn't it? Can I get another whole copy of this thing in here? The answer is no. Okay, but we can at least get this much of this thing in, right? That there. Can I? I mean, I could, because I could also. I mean, I could connect the acid here. I could also have. Can I? This is not quite enough space. Oh, this is enough space. This is in fact only just enough space. Except that's in line with the acidic water, so that one doesn't want to be there. Because this here is the acid feed, so I was wondering whether or not something like that is going to be outrageously awful. I think this is going to turn out to be a thing that is outrageously awful, which I might also be fine with. Because yeah, sure. Let's pretend that I'm fine with how this is going. Do all of those things. This is the water, which is also, yeah, I can't really get another water feed in here, but it's fine. So the water feed actually goes all the way down here, and then through here, and then up here. Guess so. I guess that could be a thing that it does. That one will want to be there. Where is... So some of these things missing the undergrounds as well. No, that's all kind of fine. Okay, I mean for various versions of fine. So this is going to connect this water, which should eventually be water, to the top here. So we've got these things. Then can I just... if I stack them right next to each other like this... okay, fine, like this, then I'm not getting a whole lot of beaconable space out of it, so I reckon I go to, like, here's where, yeah, I was looking at where this acid thing lines up, and I think instead of there it needs to be here. Yeah, that actually lines up kind of okay. These guys need their acidic water somehow, which is a thing we'll worry about later. But if I do this, then these guys are lined up here, which is pretty nice. And then, yeah, we've got to get all of this stuff in. And how many is 15? I think I wanted more than that, but I think my conclusion was I just beacon all of these things harder. Kind of got beacon space down there, whatever. We'll deal with that later as well. Yeah, we'll take this guy to give... Those ones aren't going to be there. Then I guess this setup again, because it is mostly the same thing, right? Except these, can I fit more in there? Kind of. Is this good for beacon space? It is that. I mean that supports a lot of beacons. I can fit a lot of beacons in there. I could even, I mean, I could offset these things and bring all of this stuff one close together. But I think all that would do would be, yeah, I think we're going to do that anyway. What is this in line with? It's in line with that. Yeah, so... So that's just kind of broken everything, but it's fine. And then we're still going to have quite a lot of beacon space if we do that. So we will. Oh yeah, I've got... Some of these pumps have turned up. So this one... This is actually not the one that wants to be circuit conditioned. This one over here wants to be circuit conditioned. For acidic water, wherever that is. Acidic water? Yeah. Greater than, let's say, 20,000. So we're going to have... yeah, issues, because this is supposed to be this way, isn't it? Sure, let's just make everything worse. That's not a solution I've used before, is it? Yeah, sure. Okay. So there's beacon space on both of these things. Yeah, and now that I've compressed these, will more of these fit in here? And the answer is not really, but I could do like that, and then because these ones are low, so there is going to be there's going to be another one that could sit here if I was so inclined, but that's going to have to be different. Yeah, it's kind of this pattern here we want for this stuff. Yeah, and then fancy acid is over here, which is happening at some rate, which is fine. Probably the rate at which, yeah, I reckon if you guys, yeah, this is kind of why I have them, because then I can unblock this stuff, and they can just start going, which is nice. And we are getting, yeah, a lot of acidic water. That is kind of always what was going to happen. This pattern here needs to go, yeah, it's going to go there. We're going to have some pipes that are right up against the tank, but they're not actually where fluid connects, so that's, like, gross, but not too bad. I can also then squirrel some of this nonsense through here. How am I getting these guys? I guess I'm getting these guys water like that, which also feels pretty bad. And then instead of this, we can go like something like that. So I believe that's all the acid connected to here, which is getting pumped in. So in theory, that's fine. None of these guys are powered yet, but actually powering is the only thing we're really waiting on here. If I have one of those there, and I do like the idea of connecting them, then that's kind of the wrong... Yeah, I'd rather... Those are the guys that don't need to be shown about. They're like this block over here is going to be slightly more annoying to get power in here because all of these guys are slightly too far apart. The only space... Yeah, the only... Am I going here? Does that work? Does that block the does that block beacons? So I can still get beacon here. This power pole here is not actually obstructing the number of beacons I can place, which still do hit enough things, so that's fine. So I don't think I need the beacons yet. But yeah, this pattern here, I guess, as we also figure out where this... are they different? No, because they were supposed to be these, yeah, something like that. Not sure, yeah. Sure, this is another one of those nodes that's going to be a mess that I'm going to feel kind of bad about, and then not worry about, because we're at least going to get a bunch of stuff done, so that's fine. So we've got acid in here, we've got... Yeah, this dirty water train doing stuff. We've got quite a lot of hydrofluoric acid, which is nice. We've got this pump pushing hydrofluoric acid into, yeah, this setup down here where we've also got the stone turning up. So that's nice. Yeah, and then what rate did these guys do stuff? 8 stone in 2 seconds. So if I can have... So basically 4 of these will do a belt. What do bots complain about not having? Is it they're complaining about not having prod mods, and I've got prod mods, so bots can have prod mods. These guys, yeah, these guys are not worth efficiency modules, so we're not going to worry about that. Okay, so yeah, 8 stone in 2 seconds, so 2 of them will do basically half a belt of stone, so 4 of them will do a belt of stone, so I can in fact have 8 of these things in here if I can make all the fluid inputs fit, which is the same problem I had last time, like, because I kind of want to do something like, can I fit... Yeah, it's not going to fit so well that way, is it? And maybe I do a thing where... Should I lane balance this? No, if I'm... I don't think I need to lane balance them because I'm going to be planning on using so much of the stuff that it's fine anyway, but I think what we do is we just run these straight, because then... Yeah, this looks like it's going to be something like enough space. These guys have... Can I... So what happens if I put all the water... If I put all the water outputs on the same side, then I need a bit more space between them. But then all of these outputs are also on the other same side, so I think that's probably still okay, because I've still got a bit of space. So let's separate these dudes a little more. Yeah. And then let's actually put them in line with where this stuff is. Because now... Can I... Yeah, he's like... Okay, you go, bots can deal with that. And then we're gonna want this kind of stuff. And... Yeah, can I... I could actually have all of these facing the same way, couldn't I? I could do something like this. I can still have... I can still have the water and... Yeah, I think that'll be... Let's not say fine. Let's get one of these little interfaces that we can have... Yeah, because the plan is basically... Oh wait, no, it is that. Yeah, we can have this set up in all of these places. Those guys not... Yeah, those inserters are not in the way, so that's nice. And this is, again, going to be... I mean, I hope this is more of this stuff than I need. Actually, might just do... Where's... Oh, I don't have... Yeah, I can queue these poles. Can we go here and... Here? Is that a pattern that I like? Because now we can just drop this into all of these places. And yeah, so now I need to get hydrofluoric acid in here, which I have in this pipe. So that's fine. Can I make this... Do I want to make this larger? Maybe? I mean, this is 4 times as big as what I had before, but I think this is going to be, like, my spidey sense says this is going to need to be a lot bigger, just because of, you know, it's this fancy water that we've got. Can I get this one? No. Okay, fine. Okay, so this one goes here, and then the water is already done. I mean, the water connection between the build is done, so that's all the sulfuric acid that will need. I don't need to worry about these guys unbalancing, because this guy is already, yeah, the splitter here is already going to handle that, and I don't need to worry about lane balancing this stuff, because all of these guys will pull all of that off the belt anyway. The thing I do need, though, if this is fully using 2 belts of stuff, then the way these recipes work is I get out slightly more stuff than I'm putting in. But I think I just handle that with belt upgrades later anyway. Do I just run this around here, or do I run it up under the train? I think I run it around here, don't I? I think that's going to be slightly better, like marginally better. Um, 9. No, these, yeah, I think we're just going to go... Yeah, we're going to do that. We're then going to remember that also these guys like power. Let's also move this across so that we can have another one of these here. Then this thing here can just be the pattern there as well. And these guys are going to get blocked on their output belts, but by the time we upgrade this and speed module, actually that's a good point. Yeah, I've got some beacon space in here, don't I? I can get beacons like here. That's not very good, and then down here, and that's also not very good, but if I really wanted to, I could also underground all of this stuff and put beacons in here as well, so I'm pretty happy about beacon coverage there. Let's get all of these going this way. Yeah, because this is the output direction. Okay. Can I don't really want to underground all that other stuff. Yeah, something like that. And then we have not actually filtered these yet, have we? And we also kind of need to filter these. Because I'm getting a collection of different stuff out of that, which is, you know, fine. This is... I also haven't put the rich water station anywhere, which is a bit of an issue, because that's kind of the whole point of this. Like, the whole point of this was to get this rich water onto some train somewhere. Where, like, these, maybe these don't need to be quite here. Maybe I can also have, like, where would this line up? Were it over here? It would be there. It's actually not too bad, is it? And it doesn't even, it also barely impacts. Yeah, that's weird. It barely impacts where these other pipes are. So I think we're going to do that, and then we're going to just reverse each of these, and then we're going to have one of these here, and I don't have train stops at the moment. I probably can't even build train stops. Now we can. Okay, so this is going to be, yeah, this is going to be where the enriched water is. Okay, fine. Crystals here. Yeah, these two are going to need to be solar nodes, because there's just too many other train stations in the way. Everything is going to get cramped and busy. Oh well. Yeah, none of those connections are actually hitting this thing, so that's, I mean, not great, but okay. Also need to figure out how to get the water in here, because I need water as well, and there's kind of... okay, you didn't get power. You will get power if we put you there, so we're going to do that. So that now, yeah, because now we've freed up this acid, all of these guys can run. All of these guys can run? You don't have any, yeah, good reasons to come back and check these other things. I mean, you guys also don't have anywhere to put your water yet. Yeah, I think this was... I don't think this was something I knew about. I think this is just something we're just kind of hacking in, so that's fine. And then you guys also need acidic water from somewhere, which may as well be here. So that's going to be everything I need, probably. Yeah, whatever. Walking away from that. You also didn't get acidic water. Sure, I guess that's why this is... Yeah, we'll pretend that that's how that's supposed to be. Okay, so that's all done. Going through the ticks in a way that's nice. I removed that power pole, and I meant to put it back for the boss to do, but I didn't. So anyway, that's probably kind of fine. Some of the stuff is running. Our bots complaining not having about... No, they're just complaining about solar. So all the rest of that is fine. Oh yeah, water. I went up there to figure out how to get water down here, and then didn't do that, so good job. Is this even... Oh, so I can get past those silos. Is water something I want there? Sure. Because we're going to have... Yeah, that's not looking great there, is it? Especially as I've also got to figure out how to get this stuff out. I think... okay, so this one can just go like so. And then, yeah. Sure, let's pretend that's fine. Then somewhere I've got a pump, right? Somewhere I've got a pump that I can... Let's put the pump there. Okay, let's put it there after all, and then... Yeah, because that will link the power to the build, which it probably already has. Yeah, sure. Okay, so it's got acid, it's got stone, it's just waiting for the water, which is what I have just blueprinted, so presumably that's fine. Yeah, I don't know if... I mean, I know I have a lot more of these than bots do, because I built them all by hand. So yeah, so... Now the slightly awkward... Yes, we've got... Maybe this station was also one of the ones that wanted to kind of live over here in this kind of mall station setup. Although this is getting worse because this stone station is also taking up the space where these guys will need to pull in. But I mean, sure, grid bases. That was going to be what was always going to happen with that. Yeah, because these... Usually I turn both of these into chain signals if this is going to turn into the kind of place that has intersections. Maybe I could do that. Maybe that's better. Maybe the acidic water ends up down here, and then this spot here is the space that I use for this style of train station, which... I don't even know if that there fits in between. It in fact does not fit between all of the power poles, but I kind of still want... I'd rather use this one because it's closer to the edge pieces, which is where these trains will arrive. Maybe I could... I mean... Yeah, I've kind of plugged that all in together, haven't I? This is going to be difficult to turn that bit into... I think we just deal with it. Yeah, I think we just... That one's actually the wrong side, it's this one. Okay, let's do the signals later. I think we just smash in some of this stuff like over here and deal with it later. How much space do I need for... Actually, also that's in the wrong place. We've got to get into these ones. Yeah, this is probably going to be an issue. Can I go the other way? Maybe, yeah, if this extra crystal stuff is down here, then all of these things can run the other way instead, and then I don't have to worry about this kind of more, yeah, this kind of intersecting train station going the other way. So all you guys, yeah, we're just gonna commit to this now. It'll be fine. All of these guys have to go the other way. Sure. That way. Cool, bots can sort that out. Okay, so if we've got both of these things heading down here, yeah, this is... I mean, the acidic water is here, which means the acidic water needs to go the other way as well, but... Oh, well. Yeah, sure, let's go and put some trains in. Where can we fit stations? So the first station kind of needs to go, not in either of those places, but kind of there, because this output needs to be able to turn both ways. So I guess we're also here. Then, so we're going to load this from the bottom, I guess. So this one here is going to be this, I guess, crystals. What do I have to put on trains here? Oh, there was also the titanium smelting, wasn't there? So where am I smelting the titanium? Can I smelt titanium just here? Okay, I wonder if I still have that part in the old base. Yeah, so it also has a water output, which is fine, and then there's an assembling machine and two of these guys. And I don't think this is ratioed at the moment, is it? I think this ratio could be improved. I can actually move that entire build up if I need to. So let's just get rid of those and be slightly sad that we might lose a couple of hundred. Yeah, we might lose a couple of hundred hydrofluoric acid if I move all of these things about. Actually, let's also get one of these guys and set it to the recipe for titanium we want, because titanium is going to be a thing that I'm going to need like a decent amount of. Because yeah, the rich water source is right here. The other water source we've got isn't there, it's over here, but it won't be completely full because it's connected to the other thing that's not full. Let's quickly check on the base and see that science is running, hopefully. Yeah, that's pretty good. Also, we're running down at the speed of probably... Wow, blue science is fully running, but not running at the rate I thought it would be, because I'm using only about half of my green science. I guess I could beacon it harder. Sure, whatever. Everything is going fine. These are 5 ore per second, and then these guys use 5 ore per second. So that was why that was direct inserted. Molten titanium. Am I making 5 of these a second? 50 rich water every 2 seconds. So I'm making 200 rich water a second with this setup, and this is going to use vastly more than that. I'm going to need a bigger rich water setup if I'm expecting to be able to push through titanium at the rate that I would like to, I guess. Yeah, 50 rich water every 2 seconds, so 50 per second, 400 per second, and then this guy will use 500 per second. So I guess I don't need to worry about building more than one of these at the moment, in which case there's definitely space for... Because I think, yeah, if I have one of these... 1,000 molten titanium per second, which is 2 casters. It is indeed 2 casters. So, yeah, let's take this guy and put it over here. And then have this guy, like, over here. You give me this back. Can I... And I reckon the answer to this is going to be yes. Do something like this, which means that I can have that there, and then these guys like that. Yeah, I reckon that'll work. Then I just need to get this, so I need the water in. Do I actually want to do that around the other way? I think, yeah, let's do this around the other way. Because the water, both water and rich water feeds are over this side. So we're going to do that. This is the stuff that one wants, and then can we... Yep, so that's going to do that. We're going to want a stack inserter in here and here. Okay, fine. That's going to power both those things. That's going to power these things. That'll power these things. And then these dudes are 5 a second. So 10 a second is more than... Yeah, more than one belt of stuff. How... Yeah, I kind of want this set up again, don't I? Which maybe means that isn't quite in the same place. Like so. Yeah, so I've got less than a belt of titanium, but also I don't really have a use for quite that much titanium yet. This stuff maybe probably wants to hit up here, because of this station here. So I've talked myself into wanting 3 stations at this spot. And then I kind of also need to figure out, yeah, exactly how much space these things take up. These are going to be loading stations, so let's find... isn't there a stone mine? Oh no, the stone mine, I've expanded so much, the stone mine is back over here. Yeah, something like... Wait, in this bit of the mall... Yeah, there were more compact versions of... This is actually kind of... Even the... Yeah, I can't actually figure out where they're supposed to go, which is a bit of a shame, because the train station isn't here yet. But something like that. Which we will... Actually, I can figure this out, because it's going to be like... Yeah, it's 1 tile off, so decent guess. 1 tile off, oh well. Yeah, it wants to be there. Okay, so that means that this... Yeah, the thing that's going to inform how much space I need to leave. Because I want another... Yeah, I want stations like that. I mean, I could actually... I could give these guys more space, except that I also kind of like... I was going to say I like where they are with respect to the poles, but they aren't in the same place with respect to the poles, are they? So we can actually see if we can give these guys a little more space. Is that... Yeah, then they're not even, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to do... Oh, they're still not even. And it's all because of where these poles are, and I'm trying to thread... I thought I had a version... Yeah. There we go. Yeah, and also didn't get these other interfaces in the right place either. Okay, so... Sure. Let's plug all this stuff in. It's the wrong place. Actually on the tracks there, aren't I? That's not great. This guy is producing titanium, which is fine. You are set to the wrong recipe? Oh no, you just don't have the stack and soda. That doesn't want a stack and soda. So yeah, so we're getting titanium. These guys are making titanium. We're making a lot of titanium. These guys... Yeah, let's figure out where the rest of this stuff goes as well, because this is also kind of important. Have not signaled those yet. Will in a bit. Because I've got, yeah, one of these is going to be a junk station, and the other is going to be the crystal station. In fact, both of those we can copy, because I've got, yeah, this crystal station that's now a little bit sad. Why? There we go. And then the junk station is... I mean, I say junk. It's also the station that I was casting as bonus ore is stopped, which is interesting because these guys are stopped because these guys are out of fuel. Okay, let's tag in the rest of this stuff, and then this one is. Oh, this is also a station I'm copying from somewhere else, isn't it? This is also the titanium station from over here. Titanium, yeah. Okay, so this... Okay, so we're putting titanium on a train, which is fine. They also need the combinators, so do I have... Yeah, I have these combinators. That's almost certainly a thing I will do in between, because yeah, actually... Also, the combinators and the junk stations are going to be kind of an interesting thing, but whatever. I need to get... It's not going to fit there. Where do I fit both of the... Is it here? It's not. Oh, this is also the thing where there's like one space per station where the stuff actually fits together. Yeah, because I kind of need them both together because I wanted to do a thing that was something like... I guess I could do that separately. And do like crystals on the left, yeah. Because, yeah. This was the crystal station, it was, yes. And then... yeah, it's going to be a bit ugly, isn't it? Let's do this the other way around, so that we can... This is still ugly. No, that doesn't need to be there, it can be there. So yeah, we've got some accidental lane balancing in there. I'm sure it's fine. This one wants to go here and then there, and then we've got something else turning up through here, I guess. Where is... Oh no, that was the one that I needed over here. Okay, so that's all pretty gross, but whatever. It's going to... Once we actually tag these things in here, that's going to... Yeah, let's get all the stuff off the belt so the belt bots aren't doing weird things with it. Yeah, that's going to do mostly what it should, and then we cut off the stone. Yeah, I cut off the stone because I wasn't sure if I was going to be fitting this entire build somewhere else, but you guys can just have more stone at this point. And then we should have, eventually, these 3 stations with all the things we need, right? And those are the builds I wanted to do today, I think. Oh wait, nearly, not quite. Did I put the crystals at the bottom? I put the crystals in the middle. That's kind of inconvenient. Okay. Bonus ore. Have crystals. Yeah, we want crystals at the top. But then this also... means that these guys will need to be run slightly differently, but not actually in a way that's any real issue. So we're going to do that, and the reason for that is... I wanted extra crystals of this form, somewhere in this grid, I guess, so that if... Like, I'm getting some crystals from here, which is cool. If I end up needing more crystals than that, and I might, because there's quite a few things that need crystals, I want to be able to bring in more crystals from this build using this acidic water. So I guess we've got to run that pipe this way as well. Cool. So this pipe was already kind of going over here. Did you disable by control behavior? I've made all the fancy acid I want. That's... thing I'm actually a little surprised about. I wasn't expecting that to go. I mean, maybe everything is just slow. Why is that there, of all places? Yeah, can I get... Yes, I can get those underneath there, so that's nice. And then this build has stopped. Okay, if that's the case, you go to, say... not 2 million, but 200,000. Like, I suspect that both this and this other acid will be kinds of things we need a lot of. And then this is also... Is this running? Okay, so all these refineries are running, so that's fine. Yeah, okay, so... We've got... in fact, this will start taking that serious acid quite quickly, won't it? Never mind. Okay, so... This is going to be... We're going to have a lot of acidic water over here, but the first thing I want to do is actually... Not necessarily the first thing, but figure out why these guys were sad. So I'm just not getting enough light oil. And, okay, so actually, yeah, this kind of panic power grid here doesn't actually need to exist anymore, because I've got the main power grid over to the east. But, yeah, okay, yeah. So these red circuits aren't running anymore because we turned off the ceramics, which was entirely the point because these were the old ceramics that were not very good. But that means this gas is just kind of building up here. And yes, we're putting it on a train, but also the place we're using the gas is the red chips build all the way over here, and this gas is probably being preferentially taken from, yeah, this petrochem here, because it's like physically closer on the distance on the network. So that's why, yeah. And then also, where is, we're back over here. Yeah, then also this light oil tank, yeah, the light oil is being pumped into the light oil station, which we don't really need because we've got the other one. And then this, yeah, this light oil is just not getting enough. But also, even if I like got rid of this thing and pumped this over, which I might do anyway, because we want the ceramics to run, these guys are also just full on gas. So I think can this actually just, maybe, can I, like, hack in, yeah, let's see if we can find a place to just hack in that stuff, and then have these. I mean, I don't like this recipe. No, I don't think anyone really likes this recipe. But it is going to be a way to use up, yeah, to use up some gas at a point when the factory is kind of struggling for gas. And then also I reckon we do, let's actually get rid of that one for a while, yeah, and then that there is not going to conflict with the water pump, which is fine. And so yes, then I reckon we circuit condition this one as well, but to be larger than this one. So this one will have preference. This guy will also get gas, so we'll also be making solid fuel with the gas, but also at that point we'll only use the solid fuel over here with all of these ceramics in the cases where there's space on the belt because the light oil has let it past. Yeah, let's figure out some more techs. I did need the energy crystals to do stuff with the nuclear, didn't I? And then, I mean, there's another grenade, so we'll have another kind of grenade. I'm in a space of not really needing any of this stuff in particular. Nuclear waste storage, I mean, sure. Was there, didn't I see somewhere, fission stage? What else do I need to get to fission stage? Artificial energy crystals and advanced rubber ports, and I've just queued the crystals. So if I go advanced rubber port, other than the fact that I don't have the yellow science yet, that's going to be everything we need to get to fusion stage, which is, you know, nice. That's one of the main constraints. Okay, so we are again in a situation where we have not actually completed the entire build. Like, we've got the acid done, we've got the rich water, we've got the titanium, which is nice. There were a bunch of, I think we're going to blueprint a couple of other builds and then say that we're done with them. By blueprint a couple of builds, I mean mostly stations. That doesn't need to be there. You guys are, yeah, just dealing with all of the acidic water. Okay, fine. Yeah, so things I wanted more aluminium because, yeah, when I was handcrafting all these silos, yeah, these silos take a lot of aluminium, and then there's also train stuff. Train stuff that itself doesn't need aluminium, but all these like, okay, not actually much aluminium. I still want an aluminium station somewhere that gives me aluminium rather than aluminium composite. And so I've already got kind of most of a pattern here. If I grab, Yeah, there's still a bunch of plumbing and stuff in the way, isn't there? Never mind. If I grab that stone request, I can also just grab from anywhere, right? If this is a stone request station, then I need to figure out where I'm going to be making more aluminium. And I think this can just, like, be in a node by itself. I don't think I'm going to need bulk aluminium, I don't think. But let's put it here, because, you know, why not? That's going to give us some of that stuff. Yeah, we're also going to need to connect some water to it, but whatever. This is the aluminium processing loop. So let's grab, and then I do need water, but I reckon I can just do a purification loop off the side of this. Like the normal kind of thing. Like, I mean, I say normal. The kind of, yeah, the closed... If I throw that there, do I have space for another one of these here? The answer to that is yes, and then that wants to go the other way. Because it wants to be... Let's find some iron smelting. Yeah, it wants to be this... It wants to be this purification thing. Going that way, and then this stuff continues to do that. And we've got to get some water in here to start with, but whatever. And this is going to give me a bunch of aluminium, which I will figure out what to do with later. I guess the thing is, it's going to go... Yeah, we're going to have like a train station here, and this kind of looking thing. There, I would guess. Sure. So yeah, I'll plug in this stuff and I get some water in between. The other thing I wanted, in fact, a number of things I wanted. I did see that. Can I make them now? It might be a bit of yeah, this nuclear reactor. We're going to do the mod-based nuclear reaction stuff. Just because mod stuff, sure. I need concrete. I need natural fiber reinforced plastic, and I also don't have a station that makes plastic anywhere as plastic. I only have plastic going into red chips. So I think we're going to also, similar to this, kick off the bots building some plastic somewhere. And I think the first thing we're going to need for that is, yeah, we're going to have to cut a bunch of those undergrounds out the way. Is this, you guys are short on ceramics. That's unfortunate. It's probably going to be the same ceramics issue, isn't it? It's probably going to be all the ceramic stuff down here that, yeah, you guys are kind of getting there, but you guys are also just not getting all the fuel you need. You guys also need it to be powered. And then you also needed, yeah, I cut off multiple things there. Oh, well, it's fine. Okay, let's figure out where plastic can go. So we'll have some titanium here, and then we could have some plastic... Not in any of those spaces, but I guess I could have plastic here? Is that? Sure. So I can have a gas request station like here-ish? Where is it? Is this... Why... Okay, I guess we just do it this way around, and then this is also something that we'll hack together in between. In between episodes. That's where that wants to be. And then we'll have another station here that will request gas, which will be fine. And then we've got a coal. I do have a coal request station somewhere, don't I? Do I? I don't know that I do. Oh no, I do. It's in the other place I'm making plastic, which is this stuff. Yeah, this is also, you know, completely the reason why we wanted this, is to be doing this kind of plastic stuff, except with the other kind of reinforced plastic. Let's go. That pipe is in the way, so I guess we're not dealing with that yet, which means we can go over here. Let's get the fuel stuff out of the way. And then, yeah, so that's going to request me some coal. This is not going to request me some gas yet because we haven't done any of that stuff. We then will need a very similar kind of... Are you... Lol. crystals, things that make everything back up. It's fine. Yeah, you're going to go there. Yeah, we're going to have trains swinging through here, and also I need, yeah, we're going to have all of this stuff again, and then chain signal. I've got exactly one rail signal. Okay. So yeah, we've got those things, and then I had a kind of a plastic build that I'd sorted out for this stuff already, hadn't I? Like, am I happy with that? Plastic is going to be over here or something. Yeah, not super concerned by that. I'm gonna like plug that together in between episodes. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Mostly, I just want it for the natural fiber reinforced plastic. And yeah, we got some number of useful things done, I shall claim. Train station over here. Yeah, so that's a thing that I could just kind of stitch together. I don't think that's going to be super interesting. This is also a thing that I need to bring water to, and then these guys will also just be giving us a lot of aluminium, so that's going to be fine. Yeah, we've got this bonus junk ore turning up, which is cool because that's also currently the only way that we're getting. Yeah, that's the only way that we're getting iron into the red chips at the moment. These guys, yeah, got a lot of builds done. Yeah, the plan for the rest of this, yeah. Something like this. But then, yeah, let's wire this up now. Are these boxes not all connected? I might not have actually got. I'm not actually seeing the maybe all of these are stations that didn't actually do a thing. Yeah, this is going to go. Let's say here. And the idea is this is still going to be summing over crystals. Summing over crystals. Yeah, and then these guys, I don't even remember what they stacked to. 100. Okay, so if I've got more than crystals, more than, yeah. If I've got more than 4,000 crystals, and this guy is currently, yeah, not connecting, the rest of the box is fine. 476. Yeah, that sounds about right. But then also, this square only wants to work if I have crystals less than, say, 3,500. So the idea is, actually, then all these probably want to be unbound as well, which is probably fine. I mean, we're kind of past the point of caring about how much pollution we put on the map. We're just going to be in a good spot to get a lot of things made. Okay, so all those boxes are unbounded, and yeah, basically, this other crystal grower power build will contribute crystals, but only if I have less than I need to make the station work. And so they'll top up the crystals from this crystals rich water build. Is this actually connected? No, that rich water build was in fact not actually connected. Cool. So we're currently, well, we're low on rich water anyway because this thing is blasting all of it. I don't even know if I want this thing here to be a pipe, actually. I think we're just going to do that. So we'll be able to make a ton more titanium if these guys fill up and these guys back up somehow, I guess, because these things are jammed. Then we'll make more titanium that way. Yeah, I think we got a bunch of things done. This we'll throw together next time. Maybe might just do that in between as well. It's going to feed in here and give us more crystals. We've got kind of the bones of an aluminium build and a plastic build, and yeah, now we're actually making everything we need for purple science, which is, maybe that's what we do next time. Maybe we just prepare for making purple science next time. That would be pretty exciting. Yeah, lots of things on a ribbon.